going close up on her eyes to show that we do a crease pen fade with her eyeliner. There we go. Crease pen fade with the eyeliner for both eyes. No eyeshadow. And definitely want to fade a little bit more into oblivion on the eyelid, so that's something I will fix. We want to use some sort of gold bounce on her eyes to make them illuminate, so we can get those little brown flecks to really jump out. And occasionally we need to use a eyelash straightener or uniform pinch to make them a little less unruly, but for the most part they look pretty good today. Our bronzing, we're using a tanner color to give her the look that she is a little flushed out in the forest today. And I'm going to turn her head this way. There we go. Okay, so we're showing that we're using the same kind of bronzer for the cheekbones, which works pretty well. And then we'll also use it for all of the definition in her neck, which really makes every little tendon and definition look really, really pronounced. Notice we don't do hardly anything with her lips. Most of what we'll probably do is give them a little bit of a wet look, but Jordan doesn't really need to do much with her lips because she is generally striking as she is. And we're not going to worry about any of the holes in the ears. We're fine with leaving those. We might put some studs in those, maybe just little diamonds. Okay, same thing with these ears, and using the bronzer on the cheekbones again. In fact, right here. Okay, so right here I just want to make sure that I'm getting a little bit more of a bronzing effect. Okay, so we finished the look with creating a little bit more of a stripe that goes back towards the ear. And then if you notice that I have darkened the back of the neckline there, which will make that stand out more and be more pronounced. So when I turn her head here, it definitely makes her neck jump out. And then in the back of her neck, I've also put a little bit of bronzer right here to create more definition in this area. And that pretty much completes the look of the beauty makeup for Jordan. Okay. And let me see those smile so we can see what I've done with the dimples. Remember, put a little bronzer in the dimples and it'll make them jump out even more because we want to get those on camera as much as possible. What did you do?
Cross my eyes, but one goes straight. My whole life when I learned how to do that. You just keep doing that. Your eyes.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Be the way it is out there. So I just want to see how that feels. I hate the sun. I'm sorry. Okay. Too bad?
Suck it up, girlfriend.
Is it just baking you? Is
no, it's just, it's like having like one of those little...
Where are you guys? I'm blind.
Feel the way.
That made your nose run too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Straight into this white thing, it covered your pupils, and it was the exact size of your pupils, so your pupils
will be okay there. All right. This, we want to just be able to capture this process. We can use anything from an eyeliner pen to this black eyeshadow that I'm working with, which I actually like better because it makes more of a flat matte. Because we don't want the black to be shiny, we want it to almost look like a burn mark. And this is going to create the depth of the bullet hole beyond the passage through the muscle tissue of the exit wound. So I'm just building this up all the way around, and then I will layer it with latex a few times out to create the flesh. And then I'm going to create a little bit of a powder burn on the actual skirt, right around the shredding. Got scorched as the bullet fragments were ripping through the fabric. I'm really impressed with how that blood did not get hard.
Oh yeah, me too. Serendipity. Think about it that way, huh? And everything with this movie has been that way, so.
Is old. I didn't notice who had the.
Yeah. Now we're going to add the latex layers, and then I'll use a blow dryer here too. And so what I'm doing is I'm spreading it out as far as it will into oblivion, so you cannot tell where the seam is.
I can't feel that, but anytime you get to like an off part of my skin, I'm like, oh, you're blowing air on me.
Everywhere it is right now, where it's black, when we peel it up, it'll be completely white underneath. Shadow here, so when the skirt is over it, it's not pure white underneath. In fact, I might do a brown. Try this, and I might just before we leave. So it'll just be.
Yeah.
The nice part is you can't see where it ends now and where it begins, so that's really good.
But the stuff
You
that
can
we
touch
used,
it.
it was
Just really lightly. It's like sticky, but it'll dry and it'll be a lot better. Here I am now. This is about 4 or 5 layers, and it's pretty well dry. It's a little white, which is okay. But what I'm actually going to do first, before I pull this out and start tearing a hole, is I'm going to paint this. So we just build up the opacity of the makeup beyond the latex. And the latex, I think, stops right about there, doesn't it? Okay, so we're just going to blend it into the rest of the thigh, all the way around. And when she's actually shot in the movie, the entry wound is in the back of the thigh, but because we're only going to be filming her from the front, we don't have to worry about that.
close enough. Oh wow.
Yay.